awakenings. These are insane. These are crazy. This will make people think that they're going insane, that they are doing totally something wild and absurd with their life, making them question all of reality, inside and outside. This gets people to basically have like a whole new outlook on life, which can be petrifying, daunting, and even rewarding, even fun, even mysterious, even royally confused, even like you're screaming on top of a roller coaster. There is too many things that can happen when people are having a spiritual awakening, which can be described as things that happen that make you realize that there's more to this world than it meets the eyes. Oh my God. The Illuminati's the triangle. They literally have three eyes. There are two eyes and the eye up here. It's literally a triangle. That's the Illuminati. It's like we are the Illuminati. That's crazy. I've never said that before. I've never even. That's crazy. If you go like this top thing, like right here, like there's that hole. You can see my eye with the thing. That's the Illuminati. Like, look at that shit. That's crazy. Anyways, my first ever spiritual awakening, I was going through a dark time in my life. My girlfriend broke up with me. I was so anxious. I was so depressed. I had thoughts about taking my own life. I thought I was going to end up in jail. I really didn't think I was going to have a life. I was scared to live life. Even though I was like partying all the time, I was still scared to have responsibilities, get the job, get the whole life, whatever it may be. I was scared. I was so scared. And, you know, even being addicted to like cocaine, even boulders like weighing me down for, as much as life was putting so much responsibilities and pressure onto me, I would put it like 100 times worse because of my own thoughts, my own neural pathways thinking from ingrained subconscious beliefs from the past. And that like crippled me. Like imagine just like squeezing like the lemon juice like so hard and then like no one lets go. Like no one wants to let any more lemon juice out. No one wants to give any relief to that lemon and and let be like, "Yo, you're okay. You're done. The juice is out. Let it go." No, it kept squeezing me until I was literally not even like a pulp. I was like I couldn't even like dry out. I was just stuck, being compressed and squeezed all the time. And it's like the energy was like here and it wouldn't go all the way through. Like the spinal Shakti Shiva energy, like the Kundalini. It was blowing my mind so much. And I was like, something needs to change. Something in my life has to drastically change because if I kept going the same ways that I was going, dead or in jail. No doubt about it. And I prayed. I cried. I was on my knees. I was begging for life. God, fix me. God, fix me, heal me. I surrender. I don't even know what to fucking do because anything that I was doing was like not working. Okay. No matter what drugs I took, no matter what job I had, no matter how much I was playing soccer, none of it could do anything to fix what was happening inside of me. Like I would get anxious if the mail came because I thought like my grades would come in. I was anxious because I was like every time my boss walked into the office, I was like, I did something wrong. I totally did something wrong. Oh, coworkers coming in. Oh my God, I have a huge project now. Crap. Oh, we have the final exam for school. Shit. I didn't study. I didn't study all semester. How the fuck am I going to pass this? Oh my God, I have to cheat during my final exam. I hope I don't get caught. How am I going to? Oh, The teacher caught us cheating and this one test. How am I going to cheat on the other test? I once bribed a kid 10 rolled joints of cannabis to let me cheat off his test. He let me cheat off the test and I told him I'd give him the J's afterwards. As soon as I stepped out of that classroom, I ran all the way down the fucking hallway and I never saw that kid again. Kept all the J's. I even rolled them and then a part of me was like, no, I'm keeping these. And I literally sparked one as soon as I got to my car and just baked out my car. Anyways, I was so scared for my life. I prayed, asked God to fix me, to heal me, to change me, to, you know, let me know that I can't be the same person over and over again anymore because it was not working. But how was God going to talk to me? What was God going to do? It took months. It literally took months. Hi, everyone. Thank you for being here. And then all of a sudden, there was a new guy who came into my life. This dude was younger than me. I was like 25 at the time. He was like 22, 21. And like this dude was traveling the world. He was an English teacher teaching people in other countries how to speak English. When this dude came to Cleveland to visit his family, I met him because he needed cannabis and I was the dude to help. A friend of a friend reached out and then I hung out with this dude every day, 8 hours a day. We shot BB guns, we played darts, we played video games. He took me out for pizza. We had beers. Like, I had never met a dude like this in my entire life. And he completely changed me. And then after 7 days, I was like, oh shit, I'm going back to my old life. Fuck. I found somebody who was like the dopest dude ever. And I was like, damn, I lost it. And then I was back to being depressed. I was back to working and trying to find everything that was gonna, fix me to, help me be better, help me be more happier, whatever the fuck that was. Outside of not being around this dude anymore, which is also a huge thing, having non-attachment and bringing in your own happiness. That is a whole other thing I will talk about in the future. But just to know like where I was. And then I decided, I was like, I want to go on a trip. I want to go somewhere. I was like, oh, I want to go to Israel. I have a lot of Jewish friends. And I knew someone that lived in Tel Aviv and the West Bank. And I was like, oh, that'd be really cool. I was connecting with them, had all these plans, and then they all fell through. Every single one of them fell through. And I was like, huh, I don't think this is supposed to happen. So I called my buddy that I hung out with every single day for 7 days. I was like, yo, dude, tell me about Europe again. And he goes, yeah. And then like I called him in like February. And then March, April, May, June. Oh, and May. It was like 3 months later. I went to Scotland. I met up with that same dude in Scotland, Edinburgh, Scotland. And this is the moment that changed my whole fucking life. After praying to God for days and nights, crying and begging for my life, for a better life, a more happier life, a more different life than I could ever imagine, apologizing and asking for forgiveness and, to everyone I've ever hurt. And then I think God took me very seriously, probably too seriously. And then this dude, God, source creator, I don't want to get too religious, but like, Allah, Buddha, Krishna, whoever it may be for you. For me, God at that time, but now it's like creator, source, um, the divine. We just got done hiking up a mountain. We're going back down the mountain. We're going back to our Airbnb. We're going to go to the club later. So like we had to go rest. And then my buddy's looking at the maps and he's like, oh man, we got a dilemma. I was like, what? He goes, it's going to take us like 35 minutes to walk back to our Airbnb. And I was like, man, dude, we just got done hiking up a fucking mountain. I'm tired. Is there anything else we can do? And he goes, yeah, we can hop this wall, go across this golf course, and we can be home in like 5 minutes. I was like, oh, okay, cool. We just have to go on some like private property or something to get home. Cool. We're Americans. Let's I don't care if we get in trouble, dude. I just want to go home. So we hop a stone wall, go across this golf course. We had Scottish people yelling at us for being on the freeway. They were slamming balls and slamming beers. You could just tell. And like they're like screaming at us, like, get the fuck off the fucking freeway, mates, and like all this stuff, right? And and then we walked through the like the lobby. They had a huge party. We reek of cannabis. We have sweat, you know, in white tees. And then we go out into the street and it's quiet. It is silent. And then all of a sudden, we're walking in the middle of the street and I was like all of a sudden I stopped walking. Like I just froze. And then like I heard wind chimes in my right ear. And then my vision turns black and white. And then I turned around and looked all the way down that street. And then like I saw a vision of like me being there before. Like I had dreamt of that moment in my sleep. And it came true in this reality. And then I was like, what the fuck just happened? I was royally confused. I was in shock. And then like I broke down and I started crying. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? And I'm like telling my buddy, I was like, bro, I've been here before. And my buddy's like, what? This is your first time in Europe. What do you mean? I'm like, bro, I don't know. I've been here before. Like I remember this. Like I remember like just everything that's happening right now. It's like I've done this before. And he's like, bro, we just smoked some cannabis and hiked a mountain. Like what the fuck are you talking about? Like I'm like, bro, I'm going insane. And then like we go back to the Airbnb and then like, just trying to relax and chill. And then we left again and then we're going clubbing and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm going through deja vu. Like this is happening to me." And then fast forward, I spent 30 days in Europe every single day, deja vu. Like I had literally had lived that timeline before. And then I thought I'd come back to the United States thinking like, "Oh, okay, that was a trip. Everything will be back to normal. Everything's cool. I know America. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. That was just a coincidence. That was something that happened and I can't even make sense of it, but whatever, because no one's going to believe me." Came back to the States, still experiencing deja vu. Still. And then I started to question things. Like, why am I here? What am I doing with my life? Hey, what's up, Vinicius? Thank you for being here. Thank you, Brandon, for subbing and liking. Appreciate that. How are you doing? I'm talking about my spiritual awakening I had in Scotland back in 2018 that changed my whole life. It's coming up in a few months too, the anniversary. Yeah, it led me down this path of like, there's more to this world than that meets the eyes. And it just blew me away. It blew me open. It cracked my spirit open, my soul opened, my eyes opened to like energy and yoga and meditation and breath work and sound healing and meditation and consciousness. It was like the most incredible journey I've ever been on. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio, born and raised. And that's where I'm at right now for now. And then I'll be moving in a few months. Uh, so yeah, my life is wild. Canada. Oh wait, I thought you were from Brazil. Oh, are you in Canada right now? I'm in the States. Ohio's the state from, United States. Sorry, I think I got what you're saying. And yeah, Ohio. Yep. And just, yeah, I just started to, indulge in all of these different things. I was doing cocaine, I was doing cannabis, alcohol, um, all these crazy things, just to enjoy life. And then I started to find other things that made me enjoy life. But then things did get dark because I'm like, yo, what am I doing with my life? Like, I don't think what I'm doing with my life is it. This isn't the answer. I started to question things more. I started to observe and explore and be adventurous. And then I started going to like music festivals. And then I started to like open up my spirit. And I was going to like EDM shows and concerts and festivals with like a great group of people. And then they brought me to the next spiritual awakening I had in Alabama. I went from Scotland to Alabama. Okay? That is insane. Spiritual awakenings in two of those places. Like Scotland, okay, yeah, that can make sense, but Alabama, okay? Okay, so this one is going to blow your minds, okay? This will not even probably make logical sense to most of you, and that's okay. And it might. And it might. When we went to a music festival in Alabama, we had a friend, it was a Sunday, 5:30 p.m., May 19th, 2019. Grizz was performing, Griz, one of the best EDM performers out there. Highly recommend his music. One of our friends was having a seizure. She was basically like overdosing on party favors, right? And I saw her. I was like, "Yo, what's going on?" She's like shivering and shaking. She's like, "I feel better just sitting down." And I was like, "No one's helping this woman. Everyone else is in their own fucking zone. No one's paying attention to her." And I was like, "What the fuck can I do to heal this woman?" And I haven't even used the word heal in my entire life. The word heal. And I just said it out loud. And then I got this idea, this download, epiphany, whatever, that said a ball of energy. I was like, okay. So I started just playing with this ball of energy. I pretended it was a basketball, I was juggling it like a soccer ball. And then just all of a sudden, I looked at her and I said, "Hey, get ready." She like stopped shaking and was like in confusion and questioning. She's like, "Wait, what?" Coherently just saying that, I said, "Get ready." And she's like, "Okay." So I got permission and I jumped up in the air and I slammed this ball of energy at her. You might have felt that. I felt it in my fucking legs. And then I let it go. And then literally like 10 seconds, like I went back to dancing. And then like 10 seconds later, sure, I'll send you a ball of energy. If anyone wants a ball of energy right now, let me know. 10 seconds later, I literally looked over there and she was dancing like there was no tomorrow, that even Paula Abdul would have been off her rocker. And she was dancing and she didn't have any problems for the rest of the night. She was so happy. She was smiling. She was dancing. Like the whole energy just changed. All right, here, Chrissy, here you go. And if anyone else who wants to receive this beautiful energy, go for it. Just open up your heart. This is from Source, our creator, the divine. It's pure love. It's purity. It's high vibe consciousness. It's kindness. It's compassion. It's an activation for your soul and whatever other intentions you like to receive from this. It's literally one of the best things that I do to help people is literally just energy healing. It's amazing. So, and then 4 months later, 3 months later, I became a Reiki master. I had no idea what the fuck I just did, but I started telling people this. Some people thought I was absolutely batshit insane. Some people were like, "Yo, that's cool as fuck, but I don't understand it." And other people were like, "I know exactly what you're going through." Those are like the three types of people that you will get when you're on a spiritual journey. You're batshit insane. That's fucking cool, but I don't get it. I totally understand what's happening to you. And that is literally the split of like where people are at in this life. And then the next like big spiritual awakening that I had, like, because like for like the next like 2 years, because then COVID happened. COVID was like a spiritual awakening for me because I was like, yo, the government is like controlling us. The government does not care about us at all. And I was like, holy shit. I used to be Republican. I used to be Democrat. I used to work for both parties because I used to love politics. And then I left them because I was like, this is inhumane. All they're doing is controlling us. We were literally puppets and they were pulling our strings and controlling us. And I'm just like, oh, you're very welcome. Thank you for asking and receiving. That means the world to me. Thank you. Like, thank you. Um, you know, and I couldn't take it. So like one of the biggest things, that I'm learning now is like, okay, the government doesn't care about us. So like what do we get to do with this information and this knowledge? What do we get to do with this? And now it's like my vision, my future is to like help people come back to their hearts, to come back to their bodies, to open up their soul, be aligned with their source, their energetics, their consciousness, and then work together in a brain and heart coherent state. Because like when people are working together energetically and like we're connected, there's more miracles, there's more cool stuff that happens. Because like we're all in tune, we're all on the same page, manifestations happen quicker, um, people heal faster, people create even faster, and you're just so divinely connected, not only to each other, but then you get to be connected to the land. And that's like one of the things that I really want to build is like an ecosystem for the future. And I know I got to do more on my part because I got to reach more of y'all. That's that's another big spiritual awakening I'm having because I'm like the future of this world is so uncertain, and the stuff that's happening in the States right now, like I don't know if you guys heard this, but 1 million acres literally got burned off in Nebraska, farmland. 1 million acres. Cattle is displaced. A big fire explosion happened to like the second biggest egg producer in Iowa, like literally within the next like few days. Like all that happened in a week span. There is more shit happening and no one's covering it. Our food supplies are going to be going down the drain. Farmers are not even making a profit. They barely even have fertilizer. They're being constricted, they're being choked because AI and all these big ass corporations are trying to buy their land. A woman in Kentucky turned down $26 million to sell her house and her farmland to an AI company. $26 million she literally turned down so she can keep feeding people. That's one of the strongest souls I've ever met. She's like, no, I don't want your money. I got enough money. I'm good. Let me help people. That's like starting to light a fucking fire within me because food's going to be a currency. I am so sick and tired of these governments and big ass shitty corporations that don't even give a shit about us and they're just poisoning us and they're making billions of dollars off of us. The tides are shifting, which is great, more so than ever before, but it's still bad. But it is getting better. Yeah, that woman is strong. She's in her power and she's like, nah, we doing this for the people. So, because community is definitely going to be the future because there's going to be governments, they're going to try to do their thing. And it's like, we can't allow them to. We can't keep giving our power away as beings. We just can't. It's not worth it. It literally drains us. They take our energy, our attention spans, you know? And like that's why like I want to build an online community to build up rapport and trust, um, consistency, compassion and connection and growth and healing. Like that's like one of my biggest goals, online community, and then eventually bring it in person. Because it's like we all know each other. And some people will probably be filtered out because some people will want to, some people won't. People will come and visit. I understand that. But then being able to build it from something that was just breath work and energy healing into clean water, clean food, clean land, connection with the land, having some beautiful animals, you know, amazing food being grown on the thing, on our land, and building homes for people. Oh my goodness. Me oh my. That's the future. That's like the future I want, And I also want the homes to be spread out. I don't want the homes to be next to each other like communities, like suburban areas. Like I want people to have some space, like to have like their own land, and then just like keep building it out for like even miles. Because everyone wants community. Everyone wants to feel free. Those are like the two things that I think most people want. And then to add a third thing, people also just want to be healthy. And a fourth thing, people just want to also be alone. People want their space too, and that's great. Please, we don't have to be on top of each other, telling each other what to do all the fucking time. You know, like everyone can contribute. We can trade. We can sing songs around the campfire. We can go swimming. We can, help each other. We can be there for each other. We know how to hold space for when people are feeling down and sick and depressed. Hopefully they wouldn't be because we're already doing an amazing job with the community, but we can be there for people, and we just understand the connection of just hearts and minds and bodies and the universe, God's source creator. Whew. That feels good. Oh wow, 3:30 a.m. in London. Wow, thank you for being here. I appreciate you, Chrissy. That's cool. Wow. Please, sweetest dreams to you. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you again. Oh, if anyone wants to work with me one-on-one, there's some details in the description below. I also host online events and eventually starting an online community, doing a lot of great things to help people and to not just help each other, not just to help individuals, but to help each other as one, because you get to bring this energy, this vitality, this creativity, this spontaneity to all the people around you. When we start to heal ourselves from within, we actually get to help other people heal, even if we don't say a fucking word to them. Energy. Everything is energy. Albert Einstein proved that. It's electromagnetism. We're energetic beings having a human experience, right? Science also proves that. We can literally conduct electricity. A fucking potato can conduct electricity, right? And when you realize that energy can either be created or destroyed, like Albert Einstein proved, then we are literally alchemists. We can literally transform, transmute, alchemize energy. So if you're releasing some dark shit, make sure that gets alchemized into some loving shit. Okay? Because if you just let dark energy go, it's just going to go somewhere else. It's just going to feed on somebody else. It's just going to grow within them. So it's insane, but it's facts. Literal, factual, scientific evidence. Energy. It's everywhere. And the more light that we have that goes through this body, the more opportunities that we get. The more that we act from an aligned place from our soul, the more stuff that gets brought out to us. The more stuff that gets brought to us because we get to be of service and we get to share this. I'm still working on this. Consistent action every day in some way, shape, or form. But it's worth it. It's so worth for what really gets to be built for the future for everyone. We all deserve life. We all deserve abundance. We deserve to have fun, to be free inside and outside, and to have fun. We forget to have fun. You know, I was praying 2 nights ago, and I was like, "Oh yeah, like, source, Jesus, I'm so here to help people. Just bring me people. I will help them. Whoever needs me, whoever wants me, I'll do my best to help them. Align me with 20,000 discovery calls." I just started laughing. 20,000 alignment calls, discovery calls that I offer. It's like a half hour each. Like, and just like randomly said that. I've never said that before, but I laughed and I enjoyed it. So I was like, that probably won't happen, but what if it did? I'd be like, if I just had 20,000 calls all booked right now, I would feel so overwhelmed. I would feel ecstatic at the same time, and then I would also be like, okay, I think my life just got booked forever. If someone has a calculator, can you do the math? Like, what is like 20,000 times 30? Because that'd be 30 minutes, and then that'll just be the the sum of that will just be the amount of minutes, and then convert that into hours. There you go. Yeah. Bless me with 20,000 discovery calls or more, or something even better I couldn't possibly imagine. That's like a key to manifestation I just gave you right there, or something even greater than you couldn't possibly imagine. Bada bing, bada boom. Whew. You know, this life is this life has not been easy. I've gone through so many identities. I've worn so many different hats, still wearing hats. It feels like every year I'm being asked to evolve more and more. And like these next 4 to 5 months is going to be absolutely crucial for what I am creating, for what I get to do to help others. There's some pressure. There was pressure there. Ever since I had my awakenings in 2018, I've had dozens of people, dozens, literally tell me, "Oh, Alexander, you're going to reach millions of people. You're going to be helping so many people for like the rest of your life." And at first I was like, word, cool, dope. Because at first I didn't really believe them. But then after like 2 years of like hearing that from a lot of people, I was like, why do people keep saying this? I'm just some white dude from the east side of Cleveland, Ohio. How the fuck am I going to help people? I can't even help myself right now. Why are all these people saying this? This doesn't make sense to me. And then eventually, it started to in some ways. And then in other ways, I would literally cry because I'm just like, yo, how am I going to do this? I don't know how to do this. How am I going to help people? How am I going to reach millions of people? And why do people keep telling me that? I don't, at one point, I was like, I don't like this. This is too much for me. This is too much pressure, too much anxiety. And then COVID happened, and then it slowed everything down. And I was like, oh, thank God. Okay. But then it picked up again. And then I got asked to travel and then started healing all these people from incurable diseases and illnesses. And then I was like, oh, this is like the way. I understand. But then now it's like putting myself on social media, doing all these videos and content creations and everything. And I'm just like, it's kind of a lot. But this is like what God wants me to do. And like I have a choice, but me trying and wanting to do anything else other than this, Doesn't feel good. I feel heavy. I feel sluggish. And like, I know it's not the way. I know it's not the way. But this is. I've had too much shit happen to me. I've seen too many miracles. I've seen too many blessings. I've seen too much cool shit happen to people for me to just turn the other way. I can't. I can't turn the other way. Like I even had a buddy. We just got off the phone call like probably about an hour ago, and he goes, "Yo, please make some breathwork videos, bro. Like I could use this. You know, like I attend your events, but I want some other shit for me later. You know, on the days where I don't do breathwork with you." And he's in San Diego, and he goes, "Bro, I need you. I'm not gonna lie. I love your shit. Make it. The fuck's holding you back?" Myself. And he goes, "Well, you better fucking fix it, man." I ain't playing. And this dude literally showed me his silver YouTube award for getting like 100,000 subscribers. He literally showed that to me on our video call, and I was like, "You manifested that." And it was like he showed me a fucking vision board where he like from 5 years ago that he manifested the silver award from YouTube for having 100,000 subscribers. He has over 400,000 subscribers now on his YouTube channel. And I'm like, holy shit. He goes, "Yeah, bro, it took me about 4 or 5 years to do it, but I did it." And I was like, damn, it was insane. So it's just kind of astounding to me. I've done a vision board before and I have one right now, but he just challenged me. He goes, "Yo, you have 2 days to make a vision board, like in real life, not from your phone. And I want you to look at it every day. I want you to get inspired. I want you to feel the feelings and get shit done." Damn. Yeah. I got some work to do, y'all. I got a lot of work to do. I have so much video. I have so many videos to create. Like tomorrow, I don't know, I probably gotta make like 4 or 5 videos, not even just for YouTube, but for like everything else. And then plus the online community I'm doing. Yeah, I've been working on that. There's momentum. I'm really happy and grateful for it. And then I'm also like, okay, this needs to happen because once I get paid for this and I could like make this like my lifestyle, then holy shit, my whole life will change. And I still want to travel the world. I still want to go to different places. My soul is meant to travel. My soul is almost not meant to be in like one space for a long time. I realized that in 2018. I started traveling like I've never traveled before. Like prior to 2018, I had been to like Florida, Indiana, Chicago, Michigan. And then once 2018 happened, I went to fucking Scotland, England, Belgium, Amsterdam, Germany, Czechoslovakia, Paris. I went to or no, I went to oh that was before. And then I went to like DC, I went to like Alabama, I went to Georgia. I started going to these music festivals. I started going to Costa Rica and Peru. Um, I went to Oregon and California, even Nebraska, Iowa, Arizona, Georgia. Oh, I said Georgia. Um, and like Colorado, Utah, Nevada. Oh my God, my whole life changed. And now I'm like, I need to go to more places. I've been to North Carolina, South Carolina, Texas, man, Arkansas. I've been to so many places. I love traveling. I really do. And just like when I thought like, oh, I'm done traveling. Okay, nope. I still have so much more to see. And this is going to give me the freedom to do it. And I have to keep remembering that. The freedom to travel and the freedom to help people. And this all gets to happen online. Like I got a buddy who's in Bali right now, and he was just in Italy for like 5 months because he does everything online. I was like, fuck, bro, I want that. I want the life that he has. I really do. I gotta want it more. I gotta feel it more. And I met this dude. This dude's a good friend of mine now. And like he trusted me to do a healing with him and his girlfriend while they were in Italy together. And I met this dude in Costa Rica. I was casually walking by him after a sunset on the beach. Like everyone was walking back. There was like 100 people. And for some reason, I went up and talked to him. I was like, yo, Kelly Slater, better watch out. And this dude laughed. And then we stayed connected ever since then. Um, like I gotta remember to like reach out to people more to like actually have a conversation because people will remember that. People will remember how you made them feel, or even like I said one sentence to this dude, and now I'm great friends with him. Mind blowing. And that's happened with a few people. And then a few people I don't even talk to anymore. They don't even talk to me. And that's gonna happen. It is what it is. So, man. All right, y'all. I'm going to sign off here. Spiritual awakenings can change your life. Don't be afraid. Realize that there's more to this world than that meets the eyes, and that the power is within you. And you can literally do anything you wish, but do it from a soul perspective. Do it from a soul vibe aligned body and heart and mind all together the best that you can, because that's going to feel invigorating, rejuvenated. It's going to feel like life is just pouring into you, that the source, the creator, is just giving you life. This is just what's coming through right now. And I'm preaching to the choir. It's not just you, it's me too, because I'm still learning this. I'm still learning this embodiment because, I haven't been the best, but I've experienced it enough to the point where it's like, I know this is it. This is the way. Truly. Okay. Oh, wait, real quick. Where's your couch from? It looks like a Victorian dragonfly mated with the ocean. Just a bunch of flowers. It's pretty much it. Just flowers in green and magenta, purple flowers. They're beautiful, don't get me wrong. It's kind of a comfy couch. I like it. It's a little bit more firmer than I'd like, but not something I normally sleep on. But it works. It works. All right. Big love, big care. Thank you so much for being you and being here at this time of life. And yeah, please like, subscribe, and follow me. I'm doing some really cool shit. All right. Peace.